Like
120 mosquito bites.
That's accurate. I had 120 mosquito bites
a few of them right now.
Really?
on my body.
I
When-
wanted to
That's
find
Because your
every
body
one.
was pre-exposed.
So do you stroll
Well,
up
it
with
was
like
in a bikini, so obviously yes, it did. No, but
monocule.
it was interesting. I was on this in Dominican Republic with my cousin, who had just started a scuba dive center, and that was the cover up for her boyfriend, who is currently her husband, but she was married with another guy at the time.
Not quite
And I married into this. That's what I'm wondering.
Hey, Christelle,
She
this is the
came over
Dominican
as a
Republic.
girlfriend of her boyfriend who nobody was supposed to know about.
Exactly. I was supposed to be the girlfriend
So
of the
she'd go out of the
boyfriend,
room
but really
and her
not.
cousin, Kathy, would leave her husband and go into Chris's room with her.
And they were saying
Chris's
they were playing
boyfriend and
backgammon,
Chris-
and in the meantime, I was running around the island,
Yeah,
killing time, having absolutely nothing to do.
Really?
But this is not.
that's not.
So at some point, I was bored, and I decided, well, I'll go. My cousin stayed in a little room behind a hotel with a bar. There was no electricity and so on. That was the only decent hotel in the.
There are no walls on the
Area.
bar.
And what was Bruce doing there?
And Bruce was scuba
What?
diving. Well, actually,
Yeah.
he ended
I'd
up
been
there
to
by
a
mistake.
flooring convention and I was supposed to meet a buddy there and he bailed.
No, you were supposed to go to Haiti. That's
I
how
wanted
he
to go
ended
to
up.
Haiti. First, Bob, the airline pilot, was supposed to go to Puerto Plata. So I was going to go to Haiti, so then I just
And
sat
Haiti borders was
And then-
closed because Duvalier was in France at that point.
in an auto shop and
No.
said, I had a full tank of gas, big island. I go, where do you go? And I
Wow.
wanted to go to where there were no big hotels and very remote. And this place was remote, no roads, but a couple of nice resorts, but no infrastructure yet. They had to have their own generator. So I met her and then we went out and she was the boyfriend.
I
She
think
was,
the most amazing story is about you going around the world on a couple of bucks.
well, I was thinking about what Fran said. She went across for 100 and how much?
65.
In 1976, I went across from Mobile, Alabama to Casablanca on a Yugoslavian freighter. It was $350. So
What was it? Was it Irene? Somebody told you to go on a tramp, some kind of a.
I think
was
I got
Irene,
most
I-
of my travel bug from Irene.
Yeah,
A little
yeah,
bit from Helen.
Yeah.
But
And
Irene
you,
would give me coins of
you had
foreign
no
countries.
pre-planning or anything, and you had
Just
a
getting out in
backpack.
Casablanca.
Did you ever get
Had a
thrown into
motorcycle.
jail or anything like
yeah.
that?
Didn't you have your motorcycle taken
No.
apart?
Yes, we
Around
did.
in Turkey
Well-
or somewhere?
Well,
Well,
I bailed some people out of jail
oh yeah?
in Greece. We got in a big fight.
No kidding.
You never went
Well,
to
actually,
jail
I didn't get in
in
a
the
fight.
Mideast?
And where?
You never went to jail in the Mideast or went?
I was in a jail
Talking
in
about his
Bolivia, but that was a different
Yeah,
trip.
that was a different stuff.
And
That's
then
scary.
At least he's here. He
I
was
had
never in
problems
jail in
in
the city.
somewhere else.
that's the point.
There were some,
Not nice people.
just some, just not. It was,
Well, tell us.
well, you traveled. I mean, I didn't even have a backpack. I had like a really small knapsack, no sleeping bag,
A laptop?
real small knapsack.
That was last year.
I sold my sleeping bag,
Really?
and so because when you rent places, you get a bed. So you get, maybe you had your own sheets or whatever.
How
so-
did you finance
Yeah,
this
did you
whole
work
trip?
while you were going
No,
on?
it was nothing. Like in Nepal, you had to change $60 a month to extend your visa. And I was spending like 30, 35.
No kidding.
And I had to go hang out in front of a bank to get credit for changing currency that I could then take to immigration and extend my visa. So it was very, very cheap. Plus, Todd wrecked my car. So when I did run
you're
out of
gone?
money, he
I
sent
sent him the money, yeah.
the money and
deal.
Really?
You sold your motorcycle too, didn't you, while you
Yeah.
were there?
then I sold my motorcycle
Oh, you?
And you
And
gave
you
Where
sold
did you
blood,
buy the
didn't you?
motorcycle?
in the U.S., but I took it across with the Yugoslav on the
Oh,
Yugoslavian
really? So
freighter.
you did have a
I had a
motorcycle.
motorcycle. And then sold it as the weather turned bad. It chased me all the way down to Athens, and that's kind of the end of the road if you're on a motorcycle. And,
And how did you get across India and China to the
I
Pacific?
decided that I sold my bike and it started getting bad weather-wise. So I thought I'd just go to Asia just to say I'd been there, and that
Just
was
for
just
the hell of it?
across the Bosphorus in Istanbul.
Yeah.
So I went on one of these magic buses that the Who sang that song,
Yeah.
Magic Bus, about the bus line. And I paid $20 and it took me to Istanbul. And at the border I bought a bottle of duty-free booze. And we're all drinking in the back of the bus. I go, let's go to Kathmandu with us. No Americans, all Europeans.
Can you believe
I
that?
go, what's in Kathmandu? Yeah, just the mountains.
It's
Come
there.
with us. So with the hangover, I remember in the next morning I had to get passport photos, anti-cholera shots, and that was it.
Were you ever
And so
afraid for your life?
I got when I got the anti-cholera shots, I went to the free clinic. They took the needle, the syringe out of a tobacco tin, filled it up with 5 cc's of anti-cholera, and they had a woman and me and 3 greasy Turks.
Oh, really? Ew!
Same
Get off, you went first.
I went second. I went second. Next time, then you need a booster. I said, no more free clinics for me. By then I was in Tehran, just before the fall of the Shah, just before the Russians came into Afghanistan. And I paid the $5 and got my very own syringe.
Clean needle.
And how did you get over across India?
I stayed on that bus and I paid $20 each
Oh,
way.
the same bus?
It's the
whole
same
time?
bus, and a gal from San Francisco, 6 foot tall, good looking gal named Carrie. The Magic Bus Line, people would buy buses in Europe. They try to make their way across Asia selling tickets to gringos. No Asians on it, but all Europeans, Canadians, Australians, and Americans. So then when they get to India or Nepal, then they'd sell the bus and they'd fly back and do it again. So it's kind of this underground
That's their job.
bus line. But I mean, taking all these people, some people had no money, they had their passports, they prepaid their ticket, they were living on handouts from us. When they got to India, they'd sell their passport, sell their passport, live for 6 months on that much money, go to the embassy, get repatriated, get a new passport, repatriated back to London, and do it again.
And how did you come across the Pacific?
The Pacific, I got a flight in Bangkok. And
So
it
you still had
stopped
enough money
everything.
left to do
That's when
that?
I had the money from the motorcycle.
It all worked out.
It all worked out.
Can you believe
And when
that?
I got to the U.S., I had like $40 left.
And didn't you lose your passport in Hawaii?
I lost my passport in Chico twice in a week.
I
First
thought you
time I
lost it in
returned
Hawaii.
on Canal Street, second time I never saw it again. All these things.